I'm here. Welcome to the show. I will have Lou joining at some point in the nearish future. But in the meantime, welcome back to our special Tuesday afternoon show, the Comic Salad Podcast. Jess is out right now, again, for this show. Hopefully, he'll be back on top of things and back into the show soon. But in the meantime, we're going to proceed. And I want to give the thanks to the sponsor of our show, InStockTrades.com, for always sponsoring the show over the past several years, where you can get your comics and graphic novels, etc., for great discounted prices. You have great great discounted prices, great customer service, great shipping and whatnot. And they do ship internationally, domestically, free shipping after $50. Internationally, you do have to pay for the cost of shipping. But great selection over there. And it, of course, is New Comic Day for the online shoppers. So there's a bunch of cool new stuff on the website right now. And yes, I do have a my Daredevil shirt is the top of the laundry pile, basically. Well, I have this in the closet, so it was the next one up. So anyway, we have food stuff to talk about. While I'm waiting for Lou, I can talk a little bit, I guess, about stuff that I've read this week, if anyone wants to see that. But any input on the viewer side is always appreciated as well. It's been a dreary several days here in Houston, which I'm sure is going over really well with the visiting people from Europe, the UK, and other areas who are coming in to watch the World Cup. I've seen a lot of responses and stuff from people online who are both praising the heck out of a lot of our food, and it's funny because in a lot of cases they're eating like pretty not great fast food, but they're still like, oh my god, this is amazing. And then B, I've seen people talking about like the weather, and that's Houston. We get so much rain here. Anyway, I don't think that I had any like comics come in since last week, but I did because I have a massive haul that's in transit right now. But the absent Omnidog gave me a gift card for panel bound comics, and I was able to pick up a replacement for Incredible Hulk by Peter David, Volume 5. I received Volumes 1 through 4 from a viewer of my show as replacements for my stolen books, and I was able to get this one now to wrap up that collection. I have these 5 plus the Maestro, so all of my Peter Davids. I don't remember precisely when this book came out, but I think that it was at least put together before Peter David passed. But they did really well, miraculously, to just get like everything. And so now with this one, like you have literally every Hulk story by Peter David up to the time that he passed, because it does include some of those late works like the even Symbiote Spider-Man and Crossroads, and he has New Fantastic Four 1 through 5 in here. So it really completes that set. I am hoping that some of the other Hulk stuff that I need to replace gets reprinted. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll get the notification of an Omar video where he talks about, I don't know, Planet Hulk and World War Hulk getting reprinted, because right now that's like, I need to get those two, and then the Fall of the Hulks and World War Hulks covers, etc. Oh, Birthday Boy is in here. Happy birthday to Bat Cato. Hopefully my stream is more interesting than your meeting. We're still waiting on Lou to come in. But anyway, hoping to replace some Hulk books. Hopefully some of those get reprinted. This past weekend, I read through a bunch of Yen Press manga. I had a bunch come in last week, and so I was busy reading through all of those. Just a quick roll call here. You Can't Escape from Mizudako-chan, Volume 1. Touring After the Apocalypse, Volume 7. The Mirko-chan, Volume 12. I really love this one. I love the cover. She's doing karaoke, and the ghoul is like wrapping its arm around her. Yeah, I am very thankful that the person that sent me all those books did. I didn't even look into the prices and stuff that they go for now. But then afterwards, people were like, that's awesome, because now, those were going to be really hard to get. Isekai Samurai Volume 3. This one's one of my favorite Yen Press titles, Handyman Saito in Another World. And this volume kind of wraps up a story arc there. Void number 9, Volume 1, new release from Shima Shinya. Really, really love their artwork. Takahashi from the Bike Shop, Volume, what is this, 4? Yeah, Volume 4. Super Ball Girls Volume 3. This is from the creator of Prison School, so you kind of know what to expect. Magical Midlifer. This one's pretty fun. Kowloon Generic Romance Volume 11. Almost done with that series. Immortality and Punishment Volume 2. And then the big chunky Land Volume 2 hardcover. And right now I'm finishing off my last one on the Yen Press pile, and that is Kuro. This is it's actually a 3-in-1. It's pretty thin, but I guess each volume was about 120 pages, from the same creator as Shadow's House. So that's what I have been up to this past weekend. I don't have much else to talk about as far as like comics and stuff go. There was some manga announcements, not really announcements, but some information that popped up that Nakama Press got some cool licenses. But until Lou gets here, I'm going to pop into talking about upcoming food-related stuff. As always, on the Tuesday stream, we like to discuss the new foods that are going to be popping up into stores. I forgot to get to the right spot in all the stuff that's been shared since last Tuesday. Let me scroll through there real quick. Let me remember. It was, I think the 9th was last Tuesday. Yeah. I, this morning, have been watching, and I posted this in Geo's Discord for anyone that's there. There's a 5-hour YouTube video about the history of every Mountain Dew flavor ever. I did know that there were that many flavors. I was very well aware of that. But I didn't know that someone would make a 5-hour video about them. But I am thankful, because that's the exact type of thing that I like to spend my time watching. Okay, I found the right spot for the news. So let me share my screen. I'll do this one. Wait, no. Okay. Ooh. Looking at some of the titles over at 7Cs. There's my Twitter. Okay, now we're going to look at this. So first up, and thanks again to James for sharing the majority of this food stuff. We've got Orange Cream Icy over at Regal. I don't think that we saw that last week. It was a little after the show. And then the fried apple pie is returning for a limited time from McDonald's. There's news again posted today. I think that they are, but my question is whether they were going to do these with the frying them in beef tallow. I think that they are, because someone brought it up and they did not say no. They didn't completely confirm, but it was kind of a positive response that they give it. But anyway, Cosmic Brownie cream cold brew at Scooter's Coffee. So I guess it's going to have the similar flavor to Cosmic Brownies, the Little Debbie snack cakes, and it will have those Cosmic Gems on top. I'm not a huge fan of those, if I'm being honest. They're fine, but I know they have like a pretty cultish following. Miss Doom immediately reacting to show like a lot of people do love those. The Enchilito returns. Soft flour tortilla loaded with seasoned beef, beans, and diced onions, all rolled up and smothered with its classic red sauce and topped with melted shredded cheddar cheese. This comes back periodically to Taco Bell, to the point that I commented comparing it to the McRib. But unlike the McRib, I don't think that Taco Bell is bringing it back periodically to use up the meat that doesn't get used for other stuff, which is basically what McDonald's is doing with the McRib. But that's back on Thursday in a couple days, so that's cool. I'm switching back and forth between my windows here to make sure whenever Lou shows up. Then over at Doritos, we got the late night hot honey pizza over at Kroger and 7-Eleven, and then also going to be at Circle K and Casey's. They have this like late night branding on several different things, and I guess it's just supposed to appeal and be like, this is a type of food that you'd buy late at night. So we'll see. I guess slightly spicy and sweet, but also probably has like tomato and onion flavor to it. That's generally when something is pizza flavored, it's generally like tomato, onion, and maybe a little bit of a cheese flavor to it. A lot of Dunkin' drinks. There's always a lot going on at Dunkin'. July 8th, so these are about a month out, a little less than a month out. Freeze Pop Lemonade, Coconut Limeade, Strawberry Lemonade, Sun Cloud Lemonade, Fluffernutter Coffee Chiller, Fluffernutter Cloud Latte, Peanut Butter and Jelly Cloud Latte. I think the cloud is referring to the foam at the top. Daydream Refresher Triple Strawberry, Shaken Espresso, Peanut Butter, Iced Coffee, Chocolate Covered Strawberry, Protein Latte, Peanut Butter, and then some lemonades and limeades, the Matcha Lemonade, Sparkling Limeade, Strawberry Sparkling Limeade. I'm a big lemonade and limeade guy, so those would be the ones I'd go after. And then some Dunkin' Zero, Heat Wave, Watermelon Lime, Splashberry, and Melon Paradise, and then a couple of actual donut items, Ice Cream Cake, and Chocolate Crunch. It looks like donut holes may be covered with cookie crumbles, I'm guessing. Let's see. And then we've got another sandwich here. This is fish sticks on a bun with some shredded lettuce, and maybe some mayo. And I'm waiting for Jess to come back so we can do these things, but he's not going to see this, so I'll go ahead and spoil what we have to say here. The question was A through F. Is this called a fish finger, sarnie sambo, piece, Becton, silent R, sorry, buddy, or caper? I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, and the answer was all terms for a sandwich in the UK and Ireland, though dunking it in custard is optional. All right, and Lou is here. I'm just going through the food stuff.
I heard custard, and that's usually a good sign.
Yeah. Catch up on the comments that we got while I was in there. Let's see. So today is it's Bat Cato's birthday. So
hey, happy birthday, man.
Hello to Javi joining us in here. A little bit of McRib lore. I mentioned the Taco Bell is bringing back the Enchilito. And I commented that the Enchilito feels to me like it's becoming like Taco Bell's McRib, that they bring it back regularly. Like, it's gone, it's back, it's gone, it's back. But McDonald's does the McRib to use like the spare parts of meat that they don't use. That it's, you know, the leftover junk meat compacted into a rib-shaped patty, and then they put it back and they try to get you excited about it by being like, oh my god, it's back, and then it sucks. Like the sauce is the best part about it, probably.
Right.
But we did get a little Welsh quizzing here about this fish stick sandwich, and that was the last thing that I was talking about when you popped in.
You know what? I bet that's actually, I mean, it's probably not that much different from a fillet of fish, right? When you think about it, you throw a little tartar sauce on there, a little lettuce.
Just the only difference being more breading, because you have multiple sticks. Well, fish fingers. Right. I'm saying stick because that's what I usually call them. But fish fingers, right. You just have more breading. But I've heard people say that they like to get a double or even go as far as getting a triple Filet-O-Fish sandwich. So there you go, like with the extra breading. I've seen some people give their like hacks, but it's just like, this is the sauce that I use. A lot of people really like using the sweet and sour on on their Filet-O-Fish.
Well, isn't fish and chips just basically giant fish sticks and French fries, right? And I know there's somebody right now that's overseas that's gonna be like,
Like
"Fuck you, dude."
it's,
There's somebody overseas that's like, "Don't you fucking say that."
I mean, that would be like the most simplified version of it. It's like, I think someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's beer battered
Oh,
fillets,
delicious.
and then with chips, with fries, as we say over here, and then with what, like malt vinegar,
Oof, so good.
maybe mayonnaise, and then a spritz of lemon if you want. So, anyway,
I'm a fan of fish and chips, by the way. I absolutely love a good fish and chips plate.
I haven't had fish and chips in a long time, and I don't think that we have like a restaurant here that I would say is like a go-to. I'm sure we do. I just haven't been there.
Oh, dude, just go to your local pub, especially right now that the World Cup is going on,
You're
and you
probably
can,
right.
dude, yeah.
Especially because it's happening here right now. Like, they are in Houston.
It is. That's right. I forgot they're in Texas right now.
I was talking for a minute earlier about like a lot of people that have come over to Houston to visit to watch the games and stuff. They're talking very highly about our food, and it's funny because a lot of it they're just eating like fast food, like very basic stuff. Like, oh man. And secondly, they're experiencing Houston weather at its finest. It
Yeah.
has been rainy and humid all week. It's been awful. We had to mow the lawn this weekend. Like, it had gotten out of control because it's been raining constantly. Like, any chance we get, I'm like, okay, it's raining again. So we did it on Saturday. It started raining within like 10 minutes of me starting, and was
Oof.
raining on and off throughout the day. We didn't get to finish until about 2 o'clock. Finally just pushed through and made it happen. And then Sunday, it was coming down again. It was just pouring, and then even worse yesterday. So I was like, man, I'm glad that we took care of that stuff when we did, because I wouldn't have been able to. And then I go online and people are talking about like, Houston weather and stuff. Yeah, it is what it is, man.
I bet you the line around I always forget this dude's name, the famous barbecue place. Not Black's. Black's I've heard is just as good. The other one,
In Austin,
yeah, what's that one called that everybody like lines up and is like it's freaking amazing. Um,
I know. God, I never got to go there when I
it's
lived.
Black's and I forgot what the other one is. Black's is apparently just as good, but people
That's,
unless you're like a local, most people don't know.
I took Jess to Black's whenever he visited me in Austin. But there's Blacks, and then there's Terry Blacks, and it's, I think,
Okay.
the same family, but they two different like brothers or something. And there's a lot of other ones. And then in Dallas, when I lived in Dallas, we had Hutchins, and that one was so good. Here, I have right around the corner, I have a barbecue, like literally 2 minutes away. I've got Papa's Barbecue, and that they're really good as well. Matt saying, I can understand the fast food praise. Some areas legitimately have better tasting fast food, even bigger chains. We have good fast food, but Houston is actually like known as a kind of a culinary hub, especially for like Vietnamese, Cajun food, Tex-Mex. I would say the three are that's the trinity here, and you get fusion too. You get like Vietnamese Tex-Mex fusion. Vietnamese Cajun is extremely popular. over here, we've gone from permanently pouring to always clouded and just dropping a bit whenever you least want it to. I'm hoping that we can get to dry up pretty soon because the mosquitoes are getting real bad. Okay, so back to it. AMC for Moana live action opening night event. You can get a glow in the dark Tafiti bag charm and a boat snack bracelet. You see it in 3D, or wait, not in 3D. You see it in Dolby. And then got the Island Breeze Icy.
Who asked for this? Who? Nobody went after walking out of Moana. Nobody walked out and went, "Geez, you know what? I would have loved a live action version of this." That's what it was missing. The Rock's big ass on screen with a really horrible wig. I really wish this would. Nobody.
Maybe without nipples. Have you seen that? Like, for some reason,
No, he doesn't have nipples.
At least when the first trailer came out or teaser, people were like, "Does The Rock not have nipples?"
You know, these live action Disney movies, they're not for me, clearly.
No,
A few of them have been okay.
Yeah.
I liked Jungle Book. I thought was good.
Yeah.
I think that was the first one that kind of kicked this thing off. What were the other ones? It was Jungle Book. I thought that one was good because that's Jon Favreau, and I really liked it. Lion King 1 was okay, but it had that uncanny valley thing where because they tried to stick so close to realism, none of the animals really emoted, because you can't. I think they fixed it on the second one, but I never saw the second one. What was the other one? Snow White. I never saw it. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, we got some K-pop Demon Hunter snacks coming.
Oh hell! Oh, my daughter is gonna lose her shit. My 3-year-old is gonna go nuts.
This is Cinnamon Toast Crunch. There's a secret Saja Boys flavor. Okay. I don't know about secret flavor stuff. And then Charms, you get the Huntrix Peach Mango flavor. So at least this one, we know what it is. This one, does it give a hint anywhere? Sweetened whole wheat rice cereal. I wonder if they're gonna try to do soda pop.
Oh my gosh, that would actually make the most sense. Like a cola flavor. They already did root beer, so yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah. Some Mini Melts Ice Cream Fruity Cereal Crunch, available at Walgreens, Wawa, CVS, 7-Eleven, and more. Crunchy fruity cereal pieces mixed with tasty beaded ice cream. So like Dippin' Dots, but with cereal. It looks like it has Fruity Pebbles mixed in.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not bad.
Yeah, that's fine. I bet the ice cream, it'll make it kind of taste like just a cold bowl of cereal. Spider-Man flavored Takis.
What?
It's not really the flavor. It's just the bag. They're doing a promo for the bags. So you've got 4 different bags for the new Spider-Man movie. Fuego, Nitro, Intense Nacho, and Blue Heat.
Blue Heat. I haven't had Takis in years, man. But if you ever get a chance, have you ever read the back of the Takis thing? It's insane how bad those things are for you. Oh, dude, yeah, they're horrible. They are terrible for you.
Red Dye 40, the chip right there.
Oh my god, dude. No, and the thing is, so as most of you know, I've worked. I don't work in a classroom anymore, but I used to work in classrooms a lot. And this is all that middle schoolers and high schoolers would eat. They just would bring bags and bags of Takis into the classes and stuff like that. And some of them that would be their lunch, and I'm like, oh my god, ugh. So we would have there was a student that, God bless him, and most of the teachers knew, yeah, there's no point in ratting this kid out because he's just trying to make an innocent buck, and we'd rather him sell chips and soda than something else in the school. So he would bring every single day like this rolling backpack full of chips, sodas and cookies and stuff like that. And in between classes, he would sell it to the other kids in the school, and that's what he was known for. everybody knew about it, but for the most part, all the teachers were like, "Hey, dude, just don't do it in the classroom. Like, we don't care. Make whatever little money you can make off of it." But he would sell a lot of these.
I have not eaten them in a little while, but this used to be my go-to chip. Like it was just always Takis. But the thing that kind of put me away is the almost like that they're too hard. I guess I don't know. My teeth are getting more sensitive or something. They're very dense. They're very dense chips. Flavor wise, still great. I'm gonna say in the past 2 weeks, I have had to cut down on my spicy intake because I was having like constant indigestion. And
Ooh, you 30 yet? Have you hit 30?
Dude, I'm gonna be 36.
What?
So,
Why did I think you were like 4 years younger than us? I thought you are the youngest. You are the youngest member of the group, right?
I'm the youngest, but not by much.
I don't know why I thought you were like 32, 33 for some reason. I thought you were a few years younger than. Oh shit. Okay. You're like a year younger than me. Okay.
Yeah. And I'm like 2 years younger than Gio. But that's a secret. My age is a secret. I'm actually 200. I'm turning 250 next month.
I don't know why I thought you were like early 30s. Sorry, proceed. My fault, man.
But the last couple of weeks I was just having like constant indigestion. I was like, I gotta change something. So I've started cutting back on spice. So usually my go-to everything is spicy, because it makes me feel something. But I had to cut back on that. But when I was eating Takis, and I would get the big bag and go through a big bag in a day, and then I moved over to the flaming hot Cheetos with lime.
Nice.
I think those are a little more palatable for me right now.
Nice.
A few comments. This is going back to the Disney stuff. Not a big on Disney. My wife is 100% all in since a kid, but even she's like, "Who wants these?" Those live action movies. Been craving cereal lately, and this isn't helping. Sorry, this show does not help for cravings at all. Spider-Man, these tingle. Spider-Man favorite now available in Peter, Ben, and Miles. Abby also sold candy and chips. COVID ruined the sales. And Takis seem aggressively artificial, even by American standards, probably because some of them are blue. Yeah, there's like almost nothing natural in that stuff.
Oh no, they're horrible for you. They're totally they're just processed junk, honestly.
But it's funny to see because pre 2016 or so, let's say, pre 2017, they were pretty unknown to wide like American audiences because they were like they were Mexican snacks. Like that's what you would find when you go into like specialty stores. You wouldn't see them in every store. And then there was a boost in popularity that pushed them into, I don't know if they got picked up by a different distributor or something like that, but they started appearing in more stores more frequently. And then you'd start getting these big, and now you have Spider-Man teaming up with Takis to take down the villain. Minions and Monsters is in theaters on July 1st. And they've got some drinks, Goomy Green, Bello Yellow, and Irene Infused. This one scares me the most. I don't know what Fanta infused with. The other two I can guess. Like this is probably lime or apple. This probably banana because these little guys say banana all the time.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And actually the label, no, never mind. That's not banana. I thought it was bananas on the label. What is an Irene Infusion?
I don't know.
It's brown. Like,
is it Coke?
Cola flavored Fanta, which is kind of pointless, or like, is it tamarind?
I don't know.
When I saw it, my first thought was tea. I was like, tea flavored Fanta. I'm scared of it.
I'm confused. I just found out that Fanta is owned by the Coca-Cola company, so that's
Yeah.
new news for me. Um, but I've never heard of Irene flavored. Is it iced tea? Is it like a tea flavor?
I'm guessing there's a character in the movie named Irene, but calling the
Hmm.
flavor just Irene infusion is Goomy Green should have set me off the same way because that's also a
Yeah.
character name. But Irene, who is Irene and why am I drinking her?
You know, I used to think, oh man, Gio's overreacting to the Minions and stuff like that. I don't mind them. And then my kids started watching the Minion movies and Despicable Me movies, and I was like, no, I really hate these little bastards. They're really starting to, they're getting annoying as shit. Because my kid loves them. Oh God. Um,
In
I don't, huh?
better stuff though, we've got Bluebell banana pudding ice cream.
God bless Bluebell. Oh my God, I love Bluebell ice cream. Oh,
I can't see the description, but I guarantee it's gonna be like banana flavored ice cream with a swirl of cream and bits of vanilla wafer cookies.
is Bluebell a Texas place? Is that a Texas company?
Yes.
They are Texas. Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it says blended with okay, banana ice cream blended with whipped topping and vanilla wafers. Cool, I got it. Maybe I already
Hmm.
read that and it was just stuck in my mind, but yeah. Okay, this one, Sour Punch filled straws, blue raz lemonade. I really want these straws and I commented I feel bad that I want the straws more than to watch the movie to get them.
Oh, don't say that. I'm excited for Supergirl. I think it
I'm
looks good.
only saying this because you have to
Hmm.
go in 3D.
Oh yeah, fuck that. No, I'm not doing that.
Like I was
I
like,
can't do 3D.
I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go see Supergirl opening weekend. Hell yeah! And then I saw it says, see it in real D 3D on opening weekend. Damn it!
And look,
Dude.
I can't do 3D. And it's annoying because so my wife and I and my oldest we did what's called Orlando Informer, which is where you pay a good chunk of price actually, and you get to go to Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios after they close. So you're let into the park at 5 o'clock. They close the park for everybody except for people that have special wristbands, and you basically have all walk-on rides. The food is free, and it's from 8 to 1:30 in the morning. And you're in Universal Studios at Islands of Adventure. We did that the other night, and uh, it was awesome. It was really good. Um, now I got lost in a tangent right now, so I forgot why I brought it up. But yeah, it's
uh,
just fucking. It's the medication that I'm taking for my neck issues.
hey, it
It
happens.
kind of it fucks with me a little bit.
Welcome to the show, and it's all Coca-Cola or Pepsi. Also, Dr. Pepper Keurig is kind of the third pillar of that
Mm.
equation. Uh, moving on, pumpkin spice in June. Pumpkin spice latte, almond milk, and oat milk creamers at Walmart.
Mm.
It's entirely too early for pumpkin spice season. Um,
Real quick, are you excited for Jason Momoa as Lobo? 'Cause I'm kind of like, eh, it's Jason Momoa looking acting like Jason Momoa. So I'm like, okay, all right,
I I don't know.
yeah.
Maybe like I think it's cool that he was excited to play that character, like campaigning for it. But I'm wondering like where did his excitement come from? Like, was he familiar with Lobo from
Oh yeah,
media?
yeah, yeah. From the comics, apparently. This is what he says. Like he's been a huge Lobo fan for years. He's loved the character. He's owned the comics and stuff. And I'm like, hey, dude, if you've got that much enthusiasm for it,
Yeah,
that's awesome. I think the story goes that when they announced that that James Gunn was the head of the studio. I think Jason Momoa called James Gunn or got James Gunn's number or something like that. And he's like, "Hey, I really want to be Lobo," and he pitched it to him really, really badly. So
I was curious about like where his original fascination comes from, because I don't remember. I think this happened with Dwayne Johnson with Black Adam, where like he was not really familiar, but people like attached him to the character, and then he like got excited about it,
hmm
and then like acted like, oh, Black Adam's the greatest, and then like doesn't really know. I don't know, whatever. In case you missed them, the
oh,
glass bottles
oh God,
back. This is the
oh
the dumbest like Americana type thing. There's a reason why we don't have glass bottles.
no, it's not the dumbest Americana type thing. We had the dumbest Americana type thing over the weekend.
The fucking BMX show.
Yeah, the stupid UFC fight on the front lawn.
But this is just a pointless like, let's go back to the way things were, because there's so many reasons why we don't have glass bottles for our catch up. Like, we moved away from that for a reason.
Mm,
It's pointless. While supplies last, hopefully it's very limited. I don't care.
because
Exactly. You have to tap the 57 on the side of it to get it to fall out. Shut up.
oh, Pikachu with the ketchup bottle.
Shrek goods you can find now. Some Shrek fruit snacks. Green apple flavored popsicle.
Mm,
A bomb pop with Shrek
mhm.
flavors: green apple, orange, and pineapple.
I bet
Uh,
that's good.
G Fuel has a little
What?
lunchbox with the mixer cup thingy.
What?
Onions and waffles flavored formula, and swamp water, which is a Mai Tai.
What the fuck? What is this? Oh God.
So
Oh, America's imploding.
the the onions and like, I don't know. There's too many like media tie-in things, and different like flavors. They're coming out to be these like bad stunt flavors where they're just like, haha,
Yeah.
look what we're doing. It's like when they first introduced those Harry Potter jelly beans, and,
Mm-hmm.
and that was like, it was funny at the time because we didn't
Mm-hmm.
really have that. And it's like, oh, these are purposefully flavored like vomit and earwax, and ha ha ha, it's gross.
Yeah.
Black pepper jelly bean, ha ha ha. And then now it's like not a game, it's just like, let's introduce this disgusting thing that's like, when you really think down to it, like,
Uh,
no one is gonna want, like, who's going to want that, like, so much of that is just going to be left on shelves.
yeah.
It's a waste of plastic, it's a waste of resources, it's just going to sit in landfills and stuff. It's gross.
Yeah, I don't see anybody clamoring for swamp water.
No. PepsiCo new variety soda shop pack. You get 10 Dirty Mountain Dews, which I don't recommend, 10 cherry Pepsis, and 8 mug floats, spotted at Sam's Club and Costco. I was just at Costco and didn't see this, but I wouldn't have bought it because I don't want 10 cans of Dirty Mountain Dew.
What the hell's Dirty Mountain Dew?
It's so, like the dirty soda trend.
No, no, I don't know. No, what's going on?
There's trend for it comes out of Utah, and it's like don't quote me, but because of like Mormon people not drinking like a lot of different types of stuff due to their religion, in Utah it became popular to do what they call dirty soda, which is where they mix like cream and stuff into their sodas and drinks.
Yeah.
And it gives it an entirely different like flavor profile. A lot of fast food joints started jumping on the trend. I think that Taco Bell, my beloved, was the first to do it.
Mm.
Introduced like dirty Baja Blast and stuff like that. But it's
Hmm.
they'll get drink, and then they put like vanilla cream in it, and then you mix it up, and so you have this almost like a float. Like it tastes like an ice cream float or something like that.
Interesting.
So McDonald's is doing it now, and I think some other fast food joints are doing it as well. Um, McDonald's introduced like a dirty Dr. Pepper, and then Coffee Mate, the creamer company, made a couple of like Soda Mate creamers. They did one that's supposed to be like an orange cream thing,
Mm.
and another one that you're supposed to mix with an orange soda. And then the other one is a coconut lime creamer that they say you should mix with a Dr. Pepper.
Oh,
Uh,
that sounds actually pretty good.
I'm not a big coconut fan, so like,
Hmm.
outside of like I like coconut candies and like coconut, but I don't like
Yeah.
flavored stuff. So I wasn't a huge fan of the Dr. Pepper one. Your mileage could very well vary because other people loved it, but I did really like the orange cream one because it did taste like a orange creamsicle.
Ooh, okay.
If you
Cool.
find
Interesting.
those, I would recommend, or you just get a vanilla creamer and pour vanilla creamer into your soda, and it gives it that entirely different flavor profile. But McDonald's has a dirty Dr. Pepper. They use a thicker cream, so like it has like a foam at the top. But the dirty Dr. Pepper is really good over there, so it's worth trying out. Um, do Aquaman and Lobo ever interact? I'm sure that they do. I just haven't. I don't have it off the top of my head.
Yeah, off the top of my head, I don't know. I really don't.
Never got Shrek. Honestly, I really liked Shrek. The first two movies, especially.
Well, the first two are classics. I don't remember anything really after the first two. I think they just released the trailer for the new one today. I
Yeah,
haven't seen it yet though.
they put out a new trailer.
Is
The
this is this the Puss in Boots team that is doing this one? Because I love the last Puss in
I
Boots. It was
I don't
awesome.
I don't think it's the same animation team because it doesn't look the same, but it the animation is different from the original four Shrek movies.
Okay.
The third movie was the one with I think it was with King Arthur, played by
Oh,
Justin
okay.
Timberlake, and then the fourth one was with Rumpelstiltskin. Anyway, Wendy's has some more stuff. Banana Frosty Swirl. This is for the Minions. Bubble Waffle Frosty. So they're serving your Frosty in a bubble waffle. Passion Fruit Frosty, I guess. Kit Kat Swirl, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and matcha flavored.
Hmm.
So that's some interesting flavors. Miss Doom showed that she got an ice cream called Pirate's Booty, caramel ice cream with Oreo pieces and M&Ms. And Bat Cato showing off the Sunday kit that they have at home, all kinds of
Nice.
things. We have this exact same thing, just a different color, but we use it as a snackle box. So like we have also like little, I think one side will be sweet and the other side will be salty. So you like sit down to watch a movie, open up the snackle box, and you have a whole spread. Let's see, Toy Story 5 collectible combo at Regal. So the drinks each have little figure toppers and a tin for your popcorn. I like this stuff better than like the crazy barely fits any popcorn buckets.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you excited for this?
Not really.
Me either. But
I
early word of mouth is it's just as good as the original three, apparently.
if it is, great. I can't get myself excited about it, but I will go see it if it is meant to be good.
Yeah.
The
That's what early word of mouth is just as good as the three, and it mainly focuses on Jesse, which makes sense because I feel like they've done everything they can do with Woody and Buzz. Like their
Yeah.
stories pretty much feel like they've wrapped up those characters. Hell, they felt like they wrapped up those characters in 3, but they came back for a useless 4th movie, which I didn't care for. But this one seems to really focus on Jessie and her story, and I'm like, okay, you found an angle there. That could be good.
I don't even think that Toy Story 4 was a bad movie. I just think it didn't have a reason to exist.
It's not necessary. I didn't care for it. I'll admit. I watched it and I was like, okay, this is okay. You know, it made a shit ton of money, which hey, good for them. But I'm good. I didn't need Toy Story 4.
Illumination, more Minions and Monsters, collectible kids combo, 64-ounce popcorn tin and 16-ounce drink cup. Comes filled with popcorn and soda, plus a character topper of your choice. You get to choose which of these 5 Minions you want on top of your cup. So that's fun. Target has whipped creams with flavors: gummy worm flavor, s'mores flavor, cold foam, salted pistachio flavor, and then a chocolate flavor. That's neat, I guess. Duncan Golf Week offers driver head cover that looks like a donut.
You get it for Jess.
Golf ball and 3 munchkins. You get a golf ball and you get 3 munchkins.
Ooh, 3, that's it? Oh, come on. Oh my God, I'll finish those before I leave and get to the parking lot.
And then the limited edition tea cup. So it's a cup on top of a tea. Krispy Kreme has original glazed strawberry cake, a lemon bar. I love lemon bars and stuff like that, so I would definitely try that. A cannoli inspired donut, a key lime pie. I also love key lime pie, so I would want that.
Oh, I love key lime pie.
Dude, it's like one of the best things ever.
Yep, 100%.
New lemonade chillers, both mango and watermelon flavor. I don't think we actually have a Krispy Kreme in the city, at least not anywhere near me. So unfortunately, I don't get to try any of this stuff. But this is a winner. Like a lot of these are good. They did a new Tootsie Pop. I'm not going to play the videos because I don't want to get in trouble. But new Tootsie Pop commercial with the owl, and then a chameleon comes in and eats the fruit ones because they're trying to really push the fruit flavored Tootsie Rolls.
Hot take? No. I never liked Tootsie Rolls or Tootsie Pops.
I enjoy the fruit ones except for the vanilla. I like Tootsie Pops. Regular Tootsie Rolls are fine. I'm not going to go out of my way. Oh, did you see?
Yes, yeah. Which I think is brilliant.
So this is a prize that you can win. I think it was Cinemark. Yeah, this is a Cinemark thing. I think they produced one actual size almost, because it has a top to complete the dome of his head, and it's like almost as tall as he is. But yeah.
Wee Man popcorn bucket.
Wee Man size. Must be this tall to eat this popcorn.
You know that dude's got like a chain of restaurants? He's apparently really successful outside of the Jackass movies. I think he's like a manager of a few restaurants or something like that.
I didn't know he had any of that stuff going on.
Yeah, no, he's really successful outside of it.
Okay, I need to play this one though because it's ridiculous on 2 different levels, in my opinion. And I'm just gonna. Oh man, go to the tweet. So it's a Yankee with the grill. And here's the thing, the other part that's why did they put shredded carrots on top of the hot dog?
I don't know.
I tried to look into like what culture where carrots on a hot dog come from, but if you try to look it up, all you get is people making like vegan hot dogs out of just roasting a carrot.
Oh my God. Let me tell you something. If I ever come to anybody's house and that's what they serve me, and I bite into it thinking I'm biting a hot dog, I will fight somebody. Oh my
There
God,
was a
don't do that.
there was a video. Some lady did that to her dad or something, and he was like, "The fuck is this?"
I will fight you, man. Don't do that to a person.
Especially because like it doesn't have the same anything. It's not even close to the same flavor profile. It doesn't have
Hmm.
the same texture. Like if you're like, it's either going to be too mushy or too hard. Like either way, it's not going to feel
Yeah.
like you're eating a hot dog at all. It don't work. Um,
No.
AMC Theaters has this Supergirl popcorn shield logo thingy that has a strap.
Hmm.
So I guess you can use it as a bag. Also, a tin for those of you who just want a normal ass tin of popcorn.
Hmm.
It is shaped like the shield and it has a top. This one,
I'm sorry. You know why I'm laughing, right?
yeah, this is not the worst picture of it though.
No, it's
But
not.
from the other angle,
It's pretty bad.
it looks away. It looks in a very bad way.
I can't believe nobody when they were marketing this and like testing this and pitching this in the room went, you know what that looks like, right?
They probably were like, yes, let's
Okay.
put it out there and get the attention. This is one of those that holds nothing. Like it says it comes with a large popcorn, but it holds like less than a small. Because you just lift off the Lobo and this part right here
Hmm.
as a small section for that. Just go to Walmart and get a Lobo on the Space Hog toy. And there's a crypto plushie. It
Hey,
doesn't hold a drink or popcorn.
I'm excited for it, man. I know some people want to poo-poo it, but I'm genuinely excited for Supergirl. I think it's gonna be good.
I'm going in with just the expectation to have some fun.
Me too.
I'll
Yeah,
see.
I'm going in with the expectation of this is probably gonna be really solid. It's gonna be really good. That's about it.
Banana Split Minion Dippin' Dots, which I'm pretty sure they already have Banana Split Dippin' Dots, so now they're just
Mm.
attaching a minion onto it. So that's that. Some new fruit spreads and jellies. Smucker's doing a squeezable apple cinnamon jelly. Welch's 4-berry spread, and then 2 bluey things: strawberry fruit spread and grapefruit spread. With the head on top of it, they really did this dude's hairline nasty with this thing.
I kind of want it, but I don't know where I would put it in the house if we were to win. Yeah, I don't know what we would do with it.
It looks like a giant homies figure. You know what I'm talking
Mm,
about?
yeah, my question with this is the whole thing, can you fill the whole thing up with popcorn? Because that'd be a lot of popcorn. Or is it just the head?
I'm
I'm willing,
thinking probably the head.
yeah,
Because if it was the whole thing, how are you gonna get all that out? Like
yeah,
you're
yeah.
gonna like have to dump that whole damn thing. Going back over to DQ, new Blizzard and treat releases: Biscoff flavored cookie Blizzard, Stars and Stripes Misty
Hmm.
Slush Float, Strawberry Mango Mochi Blizzard, and Mexican style hot chocolate with Abuelita Blizzard.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Abuelita chocolate is fire. Have you ever had it?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, dude, that shit is fire. For
That
those of you out there,
good.
oh man. So for those of you out there that have never had it, go to your local bodega, Spanish grocery store. You might be able to find it in Publix too. Maybe in Walmart, depending on the area you live in. There's a brand of chocolate called Abuelita chocolate, and you make hot cocoa out of it. Fire. Absolutely fire, dude. It's delicious.
It's it's like spiced. It has like
Hmm.
cinnamon and stuff in it, so you get a very different flavor profile.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's real good. The this one and the Biscoff I think would be great. I the only reason I'm hesitant with this is because I feel like the mochi might be awkward inside of a ice
Hmm.
cream, but
Hmm.
I don't know. I'd try it. Let's see what's about. And then I'm just tired of Stars and Stripes shit. Go away. It's not even yet. I'm already like, get the hell out of here. My sister, since my birthday is on the 4th, my sister
Yeah.
was like, she texted me and she goes, I found the dress for Stevie, my niece, to wear to your birthday dinner. And it's
No.
this like all Stars and Stripes, red, white, and blue. And I was like, oh my God. And she's like, she's got to be on theme. I'm like, no, she doesn't. You know what I have? I have a Jaws t-shirt and I have an Independence Day t-shirt.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't celebrate the 4th anymore. It's been quite a long time where I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I haven't been feeling patriotic in the last 10 years to celebrate the 4th of July. The one thing that I do every year for 4th of July, I watch Jaws.
Yeah.
Every single year, without question, 4th of July hits, I put Jaws on at night. And it just, there's something about Jaws that is like the perfect summer movie. And I love putting that on.
Just reminds you of the evils of capitalism.
I wouldn't go that far, but I just think it's a great movie. But yes, yeah, yeah. As somebody that went through the state of Florida during COVID, and we had our own mayor of Jaws that ran our state. Yeah, that makes sense. We are not closing this fucking beach down no matter what. I don't give a shit. Was basically our mayor, our governor.
We do those and Sandlot. I also tend to watch every year.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, that's we'll get back on to the food. We'll get back on topic, but just to kind of put it out there, um, what are the perfect 4th of July films? Like, let's keep going, but it'll give me time to think about it as we go.
okay. Like Air, drizzled rice cakes. These are pretty good. In general, I haven't tried these flavors, but these little snack things. Brownie flavor, birthday cake flavor, cinnamon bun flavor, and cookie dough flavor.
Mm,
Those are good for a little. It says 80 calories per 24 pieces, so you get low cal for a decent amount of a little sweet treat.
hmm
Here's the other. I mentioned this is going to come up again. Actually, I don't think you were on yet whenever I first mentioned it, but the OG fried apple pie from the 90s returns June 23rd at select restaurants. Excuse me, McDonald's restaurants. So, of course, right now they have the baked apple pie, but they're bringing back the OG fried one. I didn't see absolute confirmation, but I think that they are frying it in beef tallow.
Is that the difference? Is that because what the fuck have I been eating for the past 20 years then, or 30 years?
The baked one, the one that they
Oh,
baked, but they used to throw it in beef tallow. But this is
ah,
they have what's it called? Jollibee uses the exact same type of crust and stuff. So if you want
mm.
to get a good fried pie, they don't have apple. They do peach mango and ube, but Jollibee has great fried pies. And then I shared this. There's a 5-hour deep dive into every Mountain Dew flavor. I started watching it before going live.
Oh my God.
I'm so
Uh,
I've watched so far. They've gone into Code Red, the blue one, Voltage, and Sport. So they're going flavor by flavor, and it's great. And they taught it's like Code Red happened, and this is some of the marketing they did for. And then like here's every instance of Code Red in other countries, and like in these countries it was called Code Red, but instead of cherry, it's berry flavored. So this guy did his very intense due diligence.
hey, he's passionate about Mountain Dew, man. What can I say? You know, some.
And then Hayao Miyazaki confirms all Studio Ghibli food tastes like ass. This is fake. My palate stops a comedy mag.
Oh man.
I thought that was really funny.
I love the fact that the guy who inspires generations of children with whimsy and magic and love and beautiful animation is a crotchety old fucking curmudgeon that probably hates everybody. but he loves doing animation, and he does a very good job of it. I love that. I love it. And again, Ito, who draws some of the most fucked up shit and some of the darkest fucking shit in the last few years that I've read. He loves cats, and he has funny little cat pictures, and he wears cat ears and photos and stuff, and he just seems like an adorable human being.
It's like Scott Snyder is like super upbeat guy, but like
Yeah.
especially when he first started writing comics and stuff, and it was all like he was doing like horror things left and right.
Yep.
And then you see him, like you expect him to be some like, you know, disturbed guy, but then like he's just kind of a dude, like I don't know.
Yeah, he's just a chill fucking dude. Like if you ever meet him in real life, I've met him once or twice. You ever meet him in real life, he's actually really sweet and very kind of just
Yeah.
really laid back and chill.
Dunkin' new Eagle Cup only at Dunkin' on June 29th. Buy the cup for $10.99, get a free medium beverage. Very limited.
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, I don't need that.
Anything involving 4th of July, I'm good. I don't.
Fudge round, cream pies, 2 fudgy cookies on the outside, cream in the middle. Everyone loves a cream pie. So that's it right now for the food news and stuff. Let me stop sharing my screen so we can have the spotlight here.
Hey.
Run through comments that we received during that time. 4th was pretty good in regards to Shrek. I'd say out of the 4, it's better than the third one, but not as good as the first and second. But yes, that was Wee Man. When you go to claim your Wee Man popcorn, a giant hand swings out and hits you. Already have tickets for Supergirl. Bring the boys. They're super excited. Mexican style hot chocolate. I will lead a blizzard now with more grandma. Want to go to one of the Jaws showings in a bay in the ocean where they have you floating in the water watching the movie? Yeah, that would be fun.
Hell yeah. That's awesome.
Independence Day, but not the second one. Yeah, Born on the July. Letting anyone know that Incredible Hulk Return of the Monster Omnibus standard cover is back in stock at IST. Nice to know. That's one Miyazaki personally the best. I don't know. Even with him being so curmudgeonly, like the more I learn about him personally, the more I like him, because I relate to his curmudgeony, like especially the fact that he was so down on his son's work. I was like, fuck yeah, dude. Fuck you. If your son's that story. If you I don't care, man. You gotta be harsh on that shit. Like if I went in and like my dad's an accountant, he's a CPA. So if I go in and I became and I was just ass at accounting, I hope my dad would be like, son, you suck. You need to find an alternate career path.
Oh my god, yeah. I kind of love that story. I think it was, how does it go that so his son made a movie, it was an animated movie. I never saw it. And apparently Miyazaki walked out of the movie and somebody asked him, "What'd you think about the movie?" And Miyazaki was like, "Yeah, it's not good." I was like, "God damn, dude."
I think it was it was Goro's second one. I think it might have been for Earthsea. I don't think I've watched any of Goro Miyazaki's movies, but like but his first one was supposed to be good. The second one was Dudu Kaka, and I think the third one was even Dudu or Kaka than the second. So I think it was that second one.
I have the Heron one, the last one Miyazaki did. I have that on 4K, and I still have not watched it. I need to sit down and watch it, but I've heard mixed things.
Yeah, it's gorgeously animated, but I didn't really care too much for the actual plot of the film itself. I don't know. I've only watched it once though.
Do you feel like, because Miyazaki is Miyazaki, he's a legend in the industry. He's made incredible films. You know, it can't be topped, right? All that in certain ways. Do you feel like others have now come into the scene and they've out Miyazaki? Things like Your Name and stuff like that.
I don't know, because like most of the stuff that I see that I might put in the same realm, it still feels like it's trying to approach what he does,
Mm-hmm.
not quite getting there.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know, like maybe there's stuff that I haven't watched, but in my opinion,
Mm-hmm.
I watched one the other day. I think it was called Arco, which was I
Mm-hmm.
think a French animated release, and it was fine, but it just the whole time watching it, it just felt more like they wanted to emulate what's come before rather than
Mm-hmm.
being your own thing.
And
Uh,
they don't get the whimsy of it, I
they,
think
they
is
don't
what it is.
they don't nail it well enough.
Mm.
Uh, Hope my local theaters play Sandlot. I think it would be cool to see it on big screen. I haven't seen it on the big screen since like it came out, so I
Mm.
was too young to remember that. But that one's I for me. And I don't watch all of these movies every year. It's usually I
Mhm.
watch one of them. But my go-tos are typically Sandlot, Independence Day, Jaws, and like Top Gun.
Ooh, good choice. Yes, good choice. Top Gun 1 or Maverick?
I can go either way. Maverick's a better
Mhm.
movie, but Top Gun I think is still like iconic with
Oh, yeah.
like the beach volleyball scene in particular. I think that's the only part. Honestly, I could go with watching the entirety of the other movies and then just
Mhm.
the beach volleyball scene.
Top Gun, yeah. Yeah, I mean, Top Gun is a classic. It's Tony Scott, Ridley Scott's late brother. It's a classic from the 80s. It's one of the films I think it broke out. No, it didn't break out Tom Cruise because Tom Cruise really broke out with what, Risky Business? I think that's what really blew him up. Which I had just saw Risky Business for the first time last year, and that was not what I thought it was gonna be. I had never seen it before, but I had always seen that clip of him sliding in the living room, and I thought, "Oh, it's a comedy." And I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah.
there's a lot more going on here than just that." It is a stunning indictment on capitalism and how the rich get away with just whatever they want because of their use of money and how the poor kind of get fucked over. And man, was a lot more than I expected that movie to be.
Yeah, no, I had the same response when I watched it. I did not expect it to go. I thought it was gonna be like a teenage party movie.
Mhm.
Um, Bat Cato has said Rocky 4 is a good 4th
That's
of
a good
July
one.
as well.
That's a good one. That is very good. Rocky 4. What about The Patriot? That old Mel Gibson movie where he stabs the guy with a flag at the end of the movie or whatever it was. I like The Patriot. It's a guilty pleasure.
I'm trying to think of some other I've stayed too too much to like my main grouping of movies. I don't really steer away from those much.
Yeah, what about Stand By Me? I think Stand By Me would kind of work, right? It's about childhood. It's kind of in the same vein as The Sandlot. The thing is with a lot of those movies is that they're so strictly of a certain time period and Americana and steeped in that Americana and that kind of culture and that time period. And I think part of the reason that's why The Sandlot and Jaws work so well.
Yeah. I think a lot of there's a lot of Spielberg movies I feel like you could just with the vibe of it, it feels
Yeah.
appropriate.
Yeah. You make an argument maybe for E.T.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, I
Yeah.
don't think there's anything specifically about ET that screams like 4th of July, but thinking of like America, like Americana, just it services that feeling really well.
Did you
God,
end up Team America? Yes. The Lincoln Log scenes. Um, have you gotten a chance to see Disclosure Day?
no, I haven't gone.
It's okay. It was okay. Um, I got some problems with it. Mainly, there are certain things where Spielberg has his tropes, right? Like every director,
Yeah.
Martin Scorsese's got his tropes, Spielberg's got his tropes. And Spielberg, there are certain moments with characters that I'm like, it would not go down like that at all. Um, but it was all right. It was fun. I expected more of an alien invasion film. I was like, fuck yeah, we're getting a new Spielberg kind of War of the World type movie. And I was like,
Yeah,
fuck no, this is more Contact. And I don't know if I'm really vibing with this as much. It's like it's more Contact and Close Encounters than War of the Worlds.
that's what I've heard. Hello, Lance. Welcome into the show. Thanks for stopping by. Lou, what are your 5 favorite movies of the year so far?
Oh, jeez. I've seen a lot of stuff so far this year. Number one is Obsession, hands down.
Okay.
Without a doubt. Riley Stahl, while I while I kind of pull some stuff up real
uh,
quick. Sorry.
yeah, Obsession was good. The I don't remember I talked about it on here since whenever I saw it, but we went to see the newest of the Samara Weaving movies. She's in Caroline with Kyle Gallner. That one was really good.
She is the good version of Sydney Sweeney.
Australia, just better.
She's what Sydney Sweeney wants to be. You get me? It's like, oh, it's Sydney Sweeney. This movie's probably not going to be good. And if it's Samara Weaving, it's like, oh, you're becoming a genre scream queen, where every time you're in something, I'm like, it's probably not going to make a lot of money. It's probably not going to get too many people to watch it, but it's probably a badass movie.
Yeah, her filmography is pretty solid. Like we went
She's
through it.
awesome.
We watched everything that she was in. I think last year is what it was.
Mm-hmm.
We went through every single movie, and the only ones that were really like not good were mostly the ones where she was not a featured character. Like she was just
Yeah.
playing. The only ones that where she was like a main character are the 2 animated films she's done, 100% and 200% Wolf. Those movies suck out.
Never saw it.
Don't watch them; they're bad. Lance said, actually love Disclosure Day, not perfect, but I think of it as a coda/ending to what Spielberg was doing with Close Encounters and E.T.
Well said.
James' favorites for the year so far is Remarkably Bright Creatures, Project Hail Mary, Masters of the Universe, Obsession, and Ready or Not 2.
Yeah, Project Hail Mary is very good. Project Hail Mary is probably either 2 or 3 for me. I really like Project Hail Mary.
That was a good time. I think that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, the book is better, but that was really good.
Javier's asking if we have Letterboxd. I have a Letterboxd. It's a secret Letterboxd account, where I just make dumb reviews to try and make myself laugh. So I have not shown that publicly.
I've never made one. I probably should because I watch a lot of shit. So okay, off the rip, it's mostly going to be horror, and again, there's probably other stuff that I'm forgetting, but off the rip, it would be Obsession is my number one without a doubt. Then number 2 would probably be Hokum. I love the hell out of Hokum.
I still need to watch that.
It's on Prime. You can rent it right now. I really dug the hell out of it. I know some people don't care for it, but I really dug it. Number 3 would be Bone Temple. I really liked Bone Temple. Number 4 would probably be Hail Mary, and that's just what I've got right now.
Okay.
We still got a lot of good shit that's coming out later this year. That'll probably take that spot. We've still got the Odyssey, which I'm super jonesing for because hey, it's a Christopher Nolan movie.
Yeah,
that's always a good time. We've got Supergirl. We've got a lot of cool shit that's coming out in the next few months. There's stuff that I still want to watch, like Is God Is, Boots Riley's new film, which I have not seen. I love Sorry to Bother You, so I was really looking forward to his new film, but I need to watch it.
Lance's top 5 is Disclosure Day, Sheep Detectives, which I did see. I forgot about that.
I need to see that.
I sobbed. That's such a hard, like, I cried so hard in the middle of the movie because sad, at the end of the movie because happy.
Is it really that good? I've heard nothing but amazing things about it.
It's really, I think a lot of what makes it great is because it is a movie for kids that not at all dumbs itself down. Like it is a pretty solid little murder
Mm-hmm.
mystery, with really good characters. And like we can usually predict what happened, like murder mystery type stuff. We're usually able to
Mm-hmm.
predict pretty easily. I did not fully predict what happened until way later on in the movie. And then when it gives you enough evidence and stuff, then it's like, oh, okay, this is what happened.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And He-Man is in it too. So there's that.
Hmm.
Um, so that was really great. I swear, Tuner, Carolina,
I need to
Carolina,
watch Tuner. I need
uh,
to watch Tuner.
followed by Backrooms, which Lance said he liked a lot more on his second viewing, and then Obsession.
Every time I think about that movie, it just annoys me. I, you know, I wanted to like more of it.
Lance also liked Hokum.
Pokemon was
Obviously,
good. Yeah.
reminds us that Doomsday is coming out. Let's see what they do. Been so out of the MCU, but I hope for Doomsday. And
Yes.
tried 3 times for Sheep Detectives, and liked the novel it's based on, but not a cinema person.
Cheap Detectives has to be streaming soon, right? It should be eventually.
It it's got to be around the corner in
Mm-hmm.
a couple months, I'd say. But it's worth, I think it's worth checking out, and you can watch it with your kid. Not that she would really follow everything because it is
Mm-hmm.
a little more complex of a plot, but she can definitely watch it with you at the very least.
Yeah, there really hasn't been anything this year that's Obsession was great, but there hasn't been anything this year, kind of like last year, where Sinners came out, and I went immediately after walking out of the theater. I went, "Well, that's the best movie I'm going to see this year. There's nothing that's going to top that." Um, I'm still waiting for that my socks to be blown off movie. Uh, uh, and it hasn't happened yet. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. I'm hoping the Odyssey is good. We've got Doomsday. Somebody said in the chat we've got that towards the end of the year, and I'm like, okay.
I
Spider-Man, Brand New Day. I'm like, okay, it's gonna be good, I'm sure.
I think that Spider-Man's going to be pretty notable just because of Destin Daniel Cretton directing it. That's what
Mm,
has me most excited for it. Because I really enjoyed what he did with Shang-Chi, and I think
he was
that
good right now.
that he can do some really cool stuff with this one. And I know there's some spoilers floating around. I think the whole movie is floating around somewhere at this point, actually.
Yeah,
But it seems like some pretty positive things going on there, and I'm a
yeah,
Spider-Man fan. I'm excited for that. But
yeah.
um,
Oh yeah, dude. Like a lot of the MCU stuff has leaked like crazy,
yeah,
and this has been going on for years,
unfortunate.
since about even before Wakanda for. I remember reading a Reddit post online of like beat for beat all the major moments of Wakanda Forever, probably about 4 or 5 months before the movie came out, and I went, there's no fucking way this is accurate. And I'm watching the movie in theaters 4 or 5 months later going, son of a bitch, he was right. Like every single major beat was pointed out in that Reddit post. And I'm like, oh, wow, this is not good for them.
Did you happen to see the stuff about Batman 2 casting?
Victor Zaz?
Yeah. Okay. So how much do you believe that that's true?
Um, I don't know. That's the thing. So, okay, so apparently, I guess slight spoil. It's just casting news, really, at this point, right? So, the casting news is apparently that what's his face, Winter Soldier. I can't remember his name right now.
Sebastian
Uh,
Stan.
Seb- Sebastian Stan. Thank you. Sebastian Stan is going to be Victor Zaz, and what's the gentleman from Atlanta? Heavy set dude. He's great in everything he's in.
Brian Tyree Henry.
Henry. Yes, thank you. Brian Tyree Henry is going to be apparently Harvey Dent. Um, but that's really all that I've heard. I think Sebastian Stan as Victor Zsasz is interesting, but I don't know if you would get an actor like that for something like that. But then again, we got Paul Dano as the Riddler, and I don't think anybody would be like, Paul Dano as the Riddler, really? Um, I personally feel like this is leading up to like a Hush story / Court of Owls. I think that's going to be the big reveal of this.
So but do you know, like, before this weekend, Sebastian Stan pretty much like across the board, they were saying was Harvey. And even stuff
Okay.
that he said, Harvey Dent, like Sebastian Stan said things about like I'm playing multiple characters or something. And so it was things that people were like, okay. But then it was Jeff Snyder, In Snyder is his site, who leaked the actual casting. But I think personally, Brian Tyree Henry can do anything. Like he's an incredible actor, and I would watch him as anything. But I don't like Jeff Snyder. I don't like Daniel RPK, like those leakers, the guys that like leak all that information and stuff. Because more often than not, they have been very wrong about the things. And I've come to find that the reason why they share stuff that's not correct is a lot of times because they are either hearing partial information or they are hearing snippets that are kind of vague and running with that information. And so what a lot of people have pointed out is that there's a chance that someone said Brian Tyree Henry is playing Harvey and didn't say Dent, but it's going to be Harvey Bullock.
Oh,
and then
I like that.
When they said, and then they said Sebastian is playing Zsasz, there's Sebastian Koch, I think, is another actor in there. And so it's a completely different Sebastian that's playing Zsasz. That's just people have come out and been like, given Snyder's track record, he's done that exact same thing before where he attributed the wrong actor to a role because they only referred to the person with first name or initials or something like that. He also has gone through 3 or 4 different iterations of who Sadie Sink is playing in Spider-Man, and he's come out and been like, she's this character, and now they're landing on she's this character, and I think that the last one is confirmed. But I only want him to be wrong so that he will be wrong, because I want this news blew up more than most of the other stuff that he shares. And I would love for him to have been wrong about this, just so people can start realizing how often these leakers are just spreading partial information and bullshit just to get clicks and stuff. And this time he was very open about, like, I looked on he was posting other stuff on his account, and he was like, basically saying, I need this story to be shared because I, need the money for right now. So
yeah, so Jeff Snyder. So I follow a lot of these guys just because if you look at my wall, not the back room's wall that I'm in currently right now, but the wall in my living room, I own a lot of fucking physical media. I own a lot of movies. I watch a lot of shit, more so probably than your average moviegoer. So I follow a lot of these channels like Dan Murrell, John Roque, John Campia. I watch all that stuff. And fun fact, John Campia actually has watched our show before. And we know that because he donated $20 once to us. He's a very sweet person.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, he super chatted us once. Jess and I were doing a show, and he super chatted us $20, and I was like, John Campia? What the hell are you doing watching us? And so Jeff Snyder, I've seen some of his stuff because he's done stuff with John Roca, who I really like, and I'm like, you seem like you're a very prickly kind of person, or you're just like, I probably wouldn't like you in real life. And I think you hit the nail on the head. Some stuff he said, and I'm like, and then it comes out and it's completely wrong. He's wrong about it. So
we'll
that happens.
I guess we'll see in the not too distant future what's happening there. But
I'm like, you know what? Hey, man, I'm just happy we're finally getting a Batman too, because I love the Batman,
They
and
finally started production.
it's gonna be, I think, 5 or 6 years since the last one came out, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. Um, I'm happy we're getting it. But I'll just leave it at that. And I really hope. So I think, what was it? The director has said that he's swinging big. Apparently, the early word of mouth is on the script is that there's a lot there that is he's taking a lot of big swings. And what that means, I guess we'll find out when we watch the movie. Um, but apparently the main villain is something that's never been used before in live action, and I'm like, are we doing Court of Owls? Because and the reason I say Court of Owls is because if you watch the first movie, Court of Owls fits very well into the themes
Yeah,
of the first movie. Like you go back and watch that first movie, you go, there's the whole thing with the orphanage and what's going on in the city and how there's kind of like the money is being floated around in different ways and illegally and stuff. And I'm like, Court of Owls would fit really well into here. And especially the whole thing with Martha Wayne being a little, and that's kind of been in the comics for a few years. And are we about to introduce maybe Bruce's brother, quote unquote? That was the thing that I think in the first arc of New 52, wasn't it? With the Court of Owls stuff.
yeah,
And I'm
they
like,
had Lincoln
huh.
in there.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, so yeah, we could work this. We can make this happen. And I think it would fit really well with what they've set up so far. We still don't know what the main villain is, which I'm kind of surprised, to be honest with you. They're already filming. They're, I think, 3 days into filming at this point.
Yeah, they just recently
Um,
started.
yeah, so I'm really surprised that we still don't know who the main villain is, and they're already really into filming. We know Scarlett Johansson's in it, and I'm like, man, this cast is stacked, dude.
Yeah.
Like, it is very stacked. Scarlett Johansson's in it, which I think the rumor was he's playing. She's playing. Is it Harvey Dent's sister? I think is what she's playing. I forgot what it was, but she's in it. Sebastian Stan's in it. Brian Tyree Henry's in it. The one thing I'm asking, no, no Joker. I don't. We don't need the Joker, please.
Yeah.
I don't want the Joker. We don't need him.
I feel that sentiment in like pretty much any regard. I think that the I feel the same way about comics too. I'm like, we can take a break from the Joker.
We can. Yeah, no, we totally can.
The time whenever they had, I think there was a Joker focused event, and then there was also a Joker ongoing series at the same time, and I was like, okay, come on, let's take a break. He's better when it used to be like years between Joker stories, and they'd make a big deal out of being like, the Joker's back, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
he's here. But not it doesn't have the same effect when he's just like a constant presence.
Yeah, and I get what they were kind of going with the first movie where was it a deleted scene or was he actually in the movie? I can't
He was
remember right now.
he
He was
was
in there. Okay,
yeah
so there was a deleted extended scene. That's what I'm thinking about because I'm getting my hairs crossed a little bit. I'm getting my things crossed a little bit. Where the whole concept of the Joker in that first movie was he was supposed to be like this version of Hannibal Lecter,
yeah
where he goes to him and he's like, "Man, things are really bad. Da 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 da. What do you know? How can you help me? You're kind of crazy." Da 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 da. But I'm kind of glad they cut that because I'm tired of the fucking Joker. Um, and that's actually based on a true thing where when they were starting the FBI profiling, they went up to I think it was Manson, and they were like, "Oh, dude, like you're a psychopath. Like if you were to do these murders, what would you do?" And it's like, "Oh man," Manson would try to help them put together like these killings and stuff like that, which turns out it was all Manson's fucking nuts. So it didn't really help them at all in the end to catch these serial killers. But you know, I don't want Joker. And bottom line, I don't want it. I don't need it. There are so many other villains that you can do so much more with. I'm glad we're getting Clayface. We're getting a standalone Clayface movie.
any time they do something that hasn't been done before is always exciting, regardless.
Mhm.
I know they
Yeah.
also kind of set up Hush in that first movie.
I can see Hush.
Uh,
Yeah, I can see Hush.
that could happen, and as long as they don't try to do the plot line from the original Hush comic, uh, do something different, or maybe adapt or take from Paul Dini's Hush comics. Those were really good. Got some comments that we haven't highlighted just yet.
I don't think Hush is that good. I like the drawing. The art is
The-
beautiful by Jim Lee. The story is.
yeah, the story is very much Scooby Doo. Like the first character that you meet is the bad guy. They throw you through a quick red herring, but like it winds up coming around, and it's Tommy Elliott. Like, of course. But like Snyder kind of did the same thing where he introduced Lincoln March, but then it was like the Court of
Yeah.
Owls was a lot bigger than just Lincoln March.
Mhm.
Obsession is next week. Obsession, notable for the weekend box office, going up each week. Yeah, that was pretty huge.
Did
Uh,
you? So real quick with Lincoln March, I remember Capullo got a lot of shit for it because everybody was going online. Oh man, this dude can't draw really well. Like he looks so much like Bruce Wayne. What a fucking like hack and da 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 da. And then 10 issues later, oh, he's supposed to be Bruce Wayne's brother. Wow. Yeah.
oh, never mind.
Never mind. Yeah.
Reminds me of how Fire Emblem 4 remake probably never existed. Probably just some misinterpreting screenshot they saw walking around Intelligent Systems offices. Uh,
Mm.
excited for Batman either way. The Batmobile scene, Court of Owls would be awesome. Want it to happen. Back to saying that ScarJo is Phantasm again.
Hmm.
Don't want Joker. Also tired of Barry Keoghan. If he is the Joker, I don't want to see what he does to Thomas and Martha's graves. And Clayface recommendations. Haven't read.
Ooh,
The
you got me there. I don't know.
Detective comics by James
He was
Tynion.
on he was on a team for a while, right?
He was part of the Bat family. There's what's that? There's one called Made of Clay, I believe, and then I think, is that the one by uh Wagner, or is that another? There's what's his name, John Wagner or whatever,
Mm.
did something, I believe. Yeah, that's the Rise and Fall is the James Tynion from Rebirth.
Hmm.
There's
And hey,
also,
man, there's always the classic animated series, the two-parter from the
yeah,
90s.
the that Batman the Animated Series has a lot of the best examples, I think, of like origin stories for a lot of the rogues, and a lot of them,
Mm.
like those origins wound up being borrowed from in the comics anyway, like later on.
Heart of
uh
Ice.
yeah, that one is another good example of that. The other thing with Clayface is there's like 5 iterations of the character. Like there's, I think, 4 or 5 different Clayfaces.
Hmm.
Them are pretty different. So if you go back to like um Bronze Age, you have I remember a Clayface story written by Alan Moore, which I think was from the Bronze Age, where I think it's Clayface 3. It might have been Clayface 2. Where he has like a dome over his head, and
Hmm.
there's like a bag holding his face together or something. Very different than like the monstrous one that you're used to from later on. Um, but I think my easiest would be the Rise and Fall, the James Tynion the fourth Detective Comics run.
Which, I mean, it just goes to show how much the lasting legacy of that animated series still holds, where a lot of those characters and their origins, they still use them today. Like 30 years later, they're still using a lot of that stuff in the comics and the movies and everything, and it's crazy.
Yeah, and that series holds up remarkably well.
It really does.
For being 30 years old. I think it's still just such a great baseline example of Batman media
Hmm.
that you can point so many people towards. Like, if you're interested in Batman, the animated series has almost everything that you're going to want to see.
Hmm. It really does.
And definitely, if you're watching, because Javi said he's going to check out the animated series, definitely watch the movies. Watch Mask of the Phantasm. That is still, I think, one of the best, if not the best, Batman movies.
Mm-hmm.
And if the new movie, if ScarJo happens to be playing Phantasm, then you get a little bit of background on that. That would be interesting to see a live action version of that. But I think that about wraps it up for today. We've talked about all of our food, all of our comics. We talked about movies and stuff. Whether it's a good idea or not, I've been watching a lot of Adam Sandler movies again. So I'm not planning on doing a full rewatch of all of his movies like I did a few years ago, but I have been watching. I did Waterboy, Wedding Singer, and 50 First Dates.
Just when you thought you were out, he pulls you right back in, man.
Sandman's got me, man.
The Sandman always gets you, dude.
He's always got the last word on this stuff, man. Like, thank you, James, for sharing there's a link to Geo's Discord if anyone wants to join up and join the conversation. There's my YouTube. Should be tonight. I will have my video about Awashi Volume 1 up. I filmed it. It's not that long, so it shouldn't take me long to edit. Thank you, Lance, for joining the show and the conversation. Anything going on your side you want to talk about, Lou, before we head out?
Not really. I get my second round of shots from issues with my neck this Thursday. So if anybody out there, appreciate the thoughts, and the train keeps rolling. So just kind of hoping this second round. First round was okay. The whole point of this is that it should get better as it goes, with the end goal being within about a year to a year and some change. I'm back to mostly normal-ish as much as possible. So yeah, it's a process. It's a sprint. So keep me in your positive vibes and thoughts, and love y'all.
I will definitely do so. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. I will be back on this channel on Thursday. Geo and Jess should be here Monday, and then we'll be back on Tuesday. We'll see if Jess joins next week or not, but otherwise, we will be here to entertain y'all with food and movie talk and whatever else. Thank you for the
Thank you
there.
All right.
Peace out, everyone. Thanks for joining.